Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to replace the idler pulley on this 2002 Sierra with a 6-liter. That's basically the same procedure for any 4.8, 5.3, or 6-liter Chevy or GMC from 99 to 07. Only tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver and a 15mm socket with ratchet. And the symptom of a bad idler is a squeaking as your engine is idling from the front of the engine. Which could also be your belt tensioner, and if you want to see how to replace the belt tensioner, just check out our other videos. First you'll want to move your intake hose by removing or loosening 2 clamps, one there and one there. Okay, and we're going to kind of speed up through this part here. Use your screwdriver to kind of pry in, break the rubber loose from the plastic, maybe twist it a little bit as well, and then pull it from the throttle body. And also pry, there's a little clip that holds the radiator hose in, pry that out with your screwdriver as well. And then I'll install it back on my intake hose, okay, to make it easier for later. Okay, so now you can see your tensioner's right here. So what you're going to do is take a 15mm socket and ratchet and put the socket on there. Okay, and then that takes you just move the ratchet clockwise, and that takes the tension off. You can pull the belt either off of your tensioner, or I'm actually over here pulling it off of the idler pulley in the middle. Okay, and then slowly release this back. It's going to actually go back further than the original point. Okay, and I'll get your wrench back off. To remove the idler pulley, you want to use a ratchet with a short 15mm socket. Okay, we'll just fast forward through taking that bolt out. Pull assembly out. There's a washer on the back here. Make sure you don't lose that. Okay, so the new idler pulley from 1A Auto. You can see the shape's a little bit different, but that's not going to really affect anything. Take off the spacer. Okay, and then the bolt assembly. Put them in the new. Make sure we put the spacer on the back here. Okay. And install. Okay, so we'll kind of speed through putting the bolt in and tighten it up. When you tighten this bolt up, you want to tighten it up to probably about 35 to 40 foot-pounds. Okay, to put the belt back on, what you want to find is your routing diagram. We're going to be using this one right here. And so the solid belt is the one that we're going to be looking at. And what you're going to do is actually feed it down and around your crank pulley first, then up and over your water pump, around your power steering, and then up in here, and then you'll pull. What I usually do is pull on here and then pull it up onto the alternator. So I'll kind of show you that. Can't really film it very well, so you have to take okay, and of course I can't really film it that well, so you kind of have to take my word for it that that's what I'm doing. So you can take your belt, feed it down, and just kind of make a loop. Make sure it goes all the way around your crank pulley. Okay. Up over the water pump here. And down and around the power steering pump.
Okay, so first I went down around my crank pulley, up and around the water pump with the back side of the belt, then around the power steering pump. Okay, and so now I have this part that I can hold to put onto the alternator. I'm going to set it there for a second. Okay. Take my socket, put it on my 15mm bolt on my tensioner. Okay, and then while I pull this way on the tensioner, take the belt and pull it up and onto the alternator. Okay, and then the tensioner takes over. And I'm just going to push it on a little more to my idler pulley here. Make sure it's pretty well centered. Okay, so after you have the belt on, just a quick check. Make sure it's on all the pulleys. Look way down at the crank pulley and make sure that it's on correctly down there. And also, obviously over here, the alternator and the power steering pulley, everything looks good.
Okay, and we're going to fast forward through this section, which is just putting that tube back in basically, and pushing the rubber onto the plastic, tightening up the clamps, and reinstalling that little clip that held the radiator hose to it. And after that, you should be pretty much all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.